Hey y'all! So today we are making creme brulee. Now I usually don't bake because I don't like to measure things, but I wanted to have one dessert that I could make like really well and like make it that my like signature dessert. So I decided to make it creme brulee, and it sounds really difficult and it's like a fancy dessert, but it only has like 5 or 6 ingredients, and it's pretty easy once you do it a couple of times. So I'm going to show you how it's done. And it's so good. And people are going to think you're like amazing in the kitchen when really it's not that hard. You start out with 1 quart of heavy whipping cream. So it's not like a real low cal dessert, obviously. 1 quart of heavy whipping cream. And you put that in a pot over medium high heat. You're going to boil it, bring it to a boil with the seeds of 1 vanilla bean. This is a vanilla bean. You do not want to use, um, what's that? Vanilla extract. Vanilla extract is good for something, but not for this. You want to use vanilla bean. So you just cut the bean right down the middle, and then you want to scrape the seeds out with like a butter knife. There's these little, you just open it up after you slice it down the middle, and it has these little tiny seeds in it that you're going to put into the cream. So you see all they look kind of like caviar. So you scrape your seeds off. You're going to put it in the cream to bring these two things to boil. Just cream and vanilla bean. We'll scrape the rest of it out. Now, this is a really big bean. Usually they're not this big. So I usually put the bean in there with the cream, but I'm going to leave it out because that gave me a lot of beans. So you bring these two things to a boil, which is almost at. And just stir a little bit. You don't want to burn the cream. And while that is heating up, I need another bowl. You are going to separate 6 egg yolks. Wow, that egg was really good. Okay, so keep the white. And like after you have your creme brulee with heavy cream and egg yolks and sugar, then the next day you can make yourself an egg white omelet. So it like balances all out really. Get all these eggs. Keep a little eye on that. Sometimes when I don't feel like it's boiling fast enough, I've turned it up really high, and then like all my cream boils over, and that makes a nice mess. So you don't want to do that. Oh shoot, I cracked the seal. Okay, so get all the egg, the white out that you can. Okay. And this is a lot of eggs and a lot of cream, but this makes, you can make like 6 little creme brulees. I think I'm going to do like a couple of, I'm going to do 4 in all. And I have a few different size ramekins. I'll show you my little ramekins that I have. And I bought this really cute one from where did I buy it from, honey?
What?
That little heart ramekin that I got.
World Market.
Huh?
World Market.
Oh, World Market. Okay, so this is hot. It's not boiling yet, so I'm going to give it a couple more minutes. We have 6 egg yolks and half a cup of just plain white sugar. We are going to mix these two things. Very prepared, as you can tell. Spoon. So mix these real well until like they're all completely incorporated. You don't have to like, whip them and get all crazy, but make sure there's clumps of sugar in there. Get them all mixed up. Okay, this boiling. Take off the heat and let it sit for about 15 minutes. It needs to cool. Let's try to set a timer because I usually just get start. Okay, that needs to cool almost all the way. You just want it like kind of lukewarm. So this is where it gets hard. This is the hardest part for me. So that when you pour your cream into your eggs, you don't scramble your eggs. Because I've done that before and it's kind of a weird texture. I was making souffle, chocolate souffle, and the cream was too hot when I mixed it with the egg and it scrambled and I couldn't tell before I put it in the oven. And so then we got them out to eat them, and the kids ate them, and they thought they were delicious, but I could tell that the egg was kind of scrambled, so it was like biting scrambled egg while you were eating chocolate. It was kind of funky. Okay, well, that is cooling. We are going to mix another half a cup of sugar and our vanilla bean so that our vanilla bean flavors our sugar. So I'm going to cut the vanilla bean in half because it's so wide. Just going to put it in a bowl and get another half of a cup of plain white sugar. Yes, Lily.
Why isn't the sound is messed up? See, the one time and I went to the options and it went to volume and I put it on volume.
Hold on. Okay. So a half a cup of sugar and your vanilla beans, and these are just gonna hang out in here. I'm gonna do these tonight and bake them tonight, and then I'm gonna let them cool overnight, and we'll probably have them tomorrow after dinner. So the point is to get your sugar all nice and vanilla flavored. So just let those chill in there. If you put your vanilla beans into your cream, you can put this whole bean in there into the cream and let it all boil in is what the recipe says to do. This is Alton Brown's recipe from Food Network. You can still rinse the vanilla bean off, rinse it good, get all the cream off there, and use it again. Let it dry and use them again. These are reusable. They might have a little bit of bean left in there, but it still has a lot of flavor on the thing. So this is just going to hang out. I had some before and somebody used it and nobody will admit it. So that's hanging out up there.
I'm making creme brulee.
Yes. This is I think this is everybody in the house's favorite dessert. This is the thing like, what special dessert do you want for some special occasion I'll ask? And everybody always wants creme brulee. Okay, so this is a little cute ramekin I got at World Market. Isn't that darling? So cute, huh?
Okay.
And I got this for my little honey.
Is there any more?
And it was only $2.99. They were really cheap. But the other ones I have like kind of a mismatched set of ramekins. I have this cute little heart one. I have a mug that is oven safe. This is huge. But usually if I make one in here, I have it in one, someone shares it. And then I have this little tiny one. And then I have this one. Because last time I went and got them at the store, I got these little ones at Target, and it was like $20 for two of them. So I didn't want to go buy more. I thought that was ridiculous. So I just found these other ones for really cheap to use. And they all cook about the same time. I've used all of them together before, and one doesn't cook faster than the other. I've never had one taste overcooked. Okay. Okay, so I kind of stir this a little bit to cool it down faster, because this is the worst part for me because I'm so impatient. I hate to wait, but then I kind of get the beans, they kind of like clump up a little bit in here. So I just get the back of my spoon and kind of smush them against the side, and you'll notice them start to break up. Okay, I'm gonna get some water ready because these have to cook in what's called a water bath. They're in this big like baker, this 13 by 9 baker, because they need hot water in there to cook evenly. So I just use a tea kettle. No water. OMG, this stuff is only being cooling for 5-6 minutes. Oh, it's taking too long. You have to let it cool so you have like nice creamy creme brulee instead of like chunky creme brulee. That's weird. Okay, let me show you what other tool I'm going to use. This is the best part of making creme brulee, is you get to use the fire. So I'm gonna do a 2-part video for this because they have to refrigerate for like 3 hours, I think. But I don't even know if oh, how awesome is that? You have to have a torch to do this, because I didn't want to buy a torch just because I thought I could, I don't know why I didn't. I was trying to just make it easier for me. So I bought one of those big, long lighters, and I was like, that'll work, it's fire, and I can just melt it. It took so long that it started to like melt the creme brulee underneath. Like, you need this because you want it to be quick and you want a nice hard sugar crust on there. So the sugar that we have with the vanilla bean that's going to be nice and like vanilla-y, we're going to use to make the crust. If I can work it. The crust on the creme brulee tomorrow. What else was I going to tell you about that? Oh, you can do all sorts of different flavored creme brulees. You could do like an orange one and get some orange peel and put it in with your cream. Now you can do like very finely grated orange zest and use that, or lime or whatever you like. Lemon, Mayor lemon would be really good. I should have got some of that. Or you can do like big thick pieces of peel and let it boil in there for a while and then take it out. And you could also put the peel in your sugar, and then you would have orange flavored sugar or lemon flavored sugar or whatever you like. They have all sorts of flavors. The only thing, just whatever you can imagine, whatever flavor you happen to like. Okay, we have 6 more minutes. And I might do this quicker because I don't want to keep you guys waiting. But if you stir it, and if you see the steam coming up, Holy cow. Fell asleep. I think it's still recording. It is. See the steam still. Have a little snack while you're waiting for it to cool down. Do something else. I got some already cut butternut squash from Costco. I put it on a cookie sheet. You guys are getting like 2 recipes in one here. I put it on a cookie sheet and put the oven really hot, like at 425, 450. Put some olive oil, salt, and pepper on there and let it roast for about 15 minutes. And then poured a little bit of pure maple syrup on there. It's a little sweet. And let it like roast again. Let them caramelize a little bit. And this butternut squash, seriously delicious. Okay. So we let it sit for 10 minutes. What I'm going to say is good. I'm just going to mix it really slow so that we don't scramble our eggs. We'll just do like a small spoon at a time. And I did it in this bowl because it has this nice little lip here so that I can just pour it into my ramekins as soon as this is mixed. And I also, my oven is preheated already to 325. And they cook for, I think, 45 minutes. I'll put it down in the little section below. Okay, so I'm just going to start with like a half a ladle of this because you want to do what's called, temper the eggs, which means bring them up to not the same temperature of the cream. Bring them up to temperature slowly. If you bring them up to temperature slowly, then they won't scramble on you. Okay, and then like another half of a ladle. See, it's still pretty warm. So do about half of the mixture this way through ladle. And then you see the little vanilla beans in there. They look so delicious. And I make this dessert for people. And people will seriously think like you're amazing. When the hardest part of it is just making sure you don't scramble the eggs. It really is. How many ingredients? Cream, vanilla bean, sugar, eggs. Is that it? Yeah, it's like 4 ingredients. Okay. I was gonna say, okay, I'm still chasing around like those big chunks of vanilla to squish them around, but you can just leave them. Okay, another ladle, and I think we'll mix this one in. Let's do one more. And it looks smooth, and it looks creamy, and my eggs so far don't look like they've scrambled. So if you get scrambled eggs, then you have like breakfast and dessert in one little ramekin. I mean, what more could you ask for, really? Okay, now I'm just going to pour the rest of the cream in there. And you see all these, like, I like to scrape it a little if the milk or the cream is not, like, chunky. Because I like to get all these nice little vanilla flecks in there. Okay, mix it all around. Everything's all incorporated. Eggs, sugar, cream, vanilla bean. And it just looks like a custard if you've ever made a custard before. This camera just zooms where it wants to zoom. It just looks like a custard. Okay, now pour in our ramekin. And this is where my little spout comes in handy. It looks so good. You guys are just going to die. Oh my gosh. are these heart ramekins. I think I'm gonna go get some more. Oh my gosh, I think I need another ramekin because I have so much stuff in here. I'm gonna look for it. I know I have another one. Don't know where it's at. And I don't think it can fit in there. But Shiza, I mean, you can't waste this stuff. I could just toss a little bit left. It would only be like one more ramekin, but this stuff is worth its weight in gold. It's so delicious. This is gonna be a really big one. Oh my gosh. Put some more in here. Some more in there. Get all these yummy vanilla specks that are on the bottom. Okay. And, oh shoot, I didn't start the kettle. Good thing it only takes like 2 seconds. Okay, the oven, like I said, is at 325. We are going to, oh, I can't wait for my heart. It's so pretty. This is so exciting. You guys have no idea. I'm going to taste it. Oh my god, that's so good. Oh, now, I don't know if I'd recommend eating this because it does have raw egg, but this is so good. Babe, do you want to taste this? So good. Honey.
No.
Did you say no?
No.
That's just rude. Oh my god, these are going to be amaze balls tomorrow. Good thing this thing only takes like seconds to heat up. Okay. These are so pretty. You guys are just going to die when you see them. And I really can't believe how smooth I made it. They're going to be so good tomorrow. You guys have to make these. And they're gluten-free if you can't eat gluten. There's no genetically modified ingredients. I hope not. There's no soy. There's lots of sugar, and there's lots of cream, and there's lots of eggs. And that's why they're so delicious. Why else would they be good? I think the only thing that might make it better is if you took a piece of bacon and you coated it in sugar, and then you put the bacon on top of the creme brulee, and then fired that up. Bacon creme brulee. I think I'm going somewhere with this one. I really do. Okay, water from the kettle is hot. You pour it in so it's about halfway up the ramekin. And do it when it's in here. Don't do it while your pan is up there because you're going to have to move it with the water in it, and that's not exactly easy. Oh my god, I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. Okay. Hush your mouth. These, okay, these will cook for about 40 minutes, and they're going to look kind of like a cheesecake, a little, they won't be watery and they won't be loose, but you can kind of shake them. And then they sit in the refrigerator for about 3 hours, and you bring them out, and tomorrow we will fire these puppies up. Hasta mañana.